And so today, what we're gonna start out doing, is I'm going to take all of the Multiversus characters, and I have them on this tier list. And what we're gonna start with doing is we're going to rank all of these, all of the characters that you can play. Now, Rick and Morty have not been out yet. They will be out at some point. I'm not gonna rank these characters based on anything that's like actually competitively viable. No, that's actually the stupidest idea I've ever heard. Every single fighting game has like the spectrum of sickness. So like if you play Smash Bros for example, we have the sickest characters, at least in the community, which are like Captain Falcon, those types of people. If you play those, you're sick. That's a sick character. Versus if you play something like Puff. Really, if you're a really good Puff player, you're the best in the world, like Hungrybox. But if not, kind of a mid decision, you know what I'm saying? So I guess we'll start with Arya Stark. I was actually playing a little bit of Arya today. She's a lot of fun to play. A lot of sick swordsmanship, a lot of fun, that type of fun stuff. However, I hate to say it, she's like the Fire Emblem character of this game. She's just anime sword person. I get it. She's like played live action in the actual show, but in this scenario, it's just a medieval person playing freaking whatever. Like it's like the anime sword guy. It's like Marth. It's like Ike. It's like all of the freaking Fire Emblem characters. So while the gameplay is fun, I'll probably say that Arya's B when it comes to sickness. I don't hate that she's there. She's actually pretty fun to play, but it just gives me way too many Fire Emblem vibes, you know what I'm saying? Batman! Now, listen, what people are going to say, because it's true. Batman is sick. Batman could be anybody with prep time. That's always the go-to. Oh, Batman could be anybody with prep time. Batman's the sauciest character. I wouldn't say that. I will say that Batman for sure is just a cool character. He's pretty cool. Maybe it's the oversaturation of the market. We've seen so many Batmans in media. We've seen all that type of stuff. The new Batman movie just came out. It was alright. Wasn't amazing in my opinion. But I think Batman, just overall as a character, is freaking sick. In Multiversus, if you play Batman, I'm sorry, you're basic. I'll put it in A. He doesn't dunk like LeBron, but he is saucy. I don't even need to like do anything. Guys, if LeBron isn't S tier, then you're actually like dumb, and you should actually like find another channel. LeBron is easily S tier just for the sheer fact that you have all of these like mythical creatures and like giant robots and literal Superman, and all of them could feasibly be beaten by LeBron James in this game. And the fact that he freaking dunks on all these fools is actually like it's freaking hilarious, and how they like did his movement and everything like that. So I'll just put him in S tier. If you think that he's not S tier, you're actually like dumb. You actually have something wrong with you in your brain, in your psyche, in your sternum. And so you just should not. You should actually cry. I'll actually put Superman higher. Put Superman higher than Batman. Now that might be a controversial pick, but if you can pick between Batman and Superman, and you actively choose Superman, you're actually Chad. Because Batman is just so easy to like, especially in the modern age. But Superman always has the freaking evil Superman arc, where it's like, oh, you have the freaking Homelanders or the Omni-Mans. If you're a Superman enjoyer, you're actually like awesome. I'll say that, because you actually get what the character is for. You actually get it. In terms of Multiverses, actually, yeah. When I think about people that play Superman, though, I'll be real. I was thinking about him as a character before anything else. People that play him in Multiverses that are actually kind of awful. So I'm gonna put him in C. It's always the freaking flying. It's always the freaking flying motions. It's always the freaking only that, and like only the grab attack. It's never anything super special. Gameplay is kind of slow. It's honestly bad. On top of that, the gameplay being slow, if we're talking about that, Giant, I'm so sorry. If you're a Giant main, you're actually awful. while Giant used to be like semi-interesting, people were freaking knocking people around and freaking being like actually sick with it. When you fight Giant, it's not like fun. It's just like hitting a punching bag over and over, you know? Does that mean Giant can't be like competitively viable? Absolutely. But guess what? That's not what we're basing this on. Who else is a D tier character? Steven Universe. Just because like I don't understand why anybody would want to play Steven. Steven in the game is like a support character. But then also if you enjoy Steven Universe, actually I can't say anything. I haven't watched Steven Universe. I'm not gonna say anything about Steven Universe. And if you choose actively to main Steven in this game, I don't know. There's just you're kind of cringe. Where are my Shaggy mains at? Hey, I'll say it. Shaggy's up there, bro. You may call me freaking basic. You may call me a jerk. Shaggy is the reflection of how much better this game is from Nick All-Stars. And I'll tell you why. Because even though Shaggy and Hugh Neutron are both like memes online and stuff like that, Shaggy in this game just has so much more personality. Everybody in this game has so much more personality. And it's clear that love and care was put into this game by the people that were making it. And an understanding of why people liked Shaggy and like why Shaggy was a meme and all that type of stuff, it's very clear. He's also just fun to play. That's just my personal taste. I like fast characters. I like characters that you can do like ridiculous combos with. So I think if you play Shaggy, you're actually pretty sick. Let's talk about Bugs Bunny. I feel like if you're a Bugs Bunny main, like you like enjoy the competitive aspect of fighting games more so than like anybody else. There's so much to be able to do with the character, all of these different types of traps and stuff like that. And it's really revolves around like your placement in the map. He's really a spacer too. So I think if you are somebody that enjoys like the actual like physical combat of the game, you probably play Bugs because he's just really competitively viable. He's objectively pretty good. I'm gonna give it an A. Finn mains, sorry, you're trash. I'm so sorry. If you play Finn, you're like the opposite of the Bugs Bunny. You don't actually like fighting games. Like you don't like fighting games in a competitive setting. I'm sorry. Finn currently right now is built to just have like 3 attacks and like nothing super interesting coming out of it. Finn mains, when I freaking play them, do the exact same thing. It's just run up and swing, and that's it. It's like, it's the most boring gameplay, but because the swing is so broken and the movement is so broken, they're able to get really good and win matches. It's the same thing with Giant. Giant is competitively viable, but it's just not fun to play a Finn, you know? Rick and Morty aren't out yet. I'm gonna put them in D just because the fan bases. Harley? I'll say Harley is actually S tier, bro. Harley mains are freaking fun. And just like it's one of the more exciting characters to play against, you know. Harley mains are a lot of fun, and the combos when you encounter a really good Harley player, they're freaking immaculate. It's actually some of the most entertaining stuff to watch, just when you're seeing a match. So I think on the scale of sickness, Harley is definitely an S tier. Jake's a B. Some Jake mains can be really annoying in that they'll just do like the same 3 attacks. It's like and has like the Finn syndrome. But there's enough to work with Jake that you can actually like make something interesting and make something fun to play. I think he's fine. I think he's kind of fun to play. He's just not like the character that I would pick. You know what I'm saying? So Jake goes on the B. And you know what? That's the same thing for Taz, and I think that's the same thing for Garnet. I think Taz and Garnet are in the same sort of echelon. Where it's like, that's just not my playstyle. Like, I don't like, for Garnet, I don't like heavy hitters. I like quick, like, punches. That's why I like Arya, I like Shaggy, Harley's fun. But I don't like huge bruisers, like slower bruisers. And while Garnet is like the strongest physical attacker in the game, that's just not my playstyle. And then Taz is just kind of boring. Taz is like Meta Knight. That actually probably puts him down a little bit. He was trying. They did the broken Meta Knight tornado move, but then they nerfed it. So now instead of being absolutely ridiculously broken, it's just now he's just a mid character, and I just don't know why anybody would pick Taz. You know? Watch, I'm gonna say that, and then somebody's gonna link me like insane Taz combos, and I'll have to be like, oh, well, I guess I don't care. No, you know what, Velma, also D, just because she's a narc. Her like special move is literally her calling the police. I just want to like sit on that for a little bit. Like the fact that that's a thing in the current year of our Lord, on like the cops get called on Lebron by Velma from Scooby-Doo in this game. That's a wild sentence, bro. Wild sentence. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman players break it into A tier, because Wonder Woman players, like, you have to like be decently skilled at it, and it's not like an annoying battle, you know, like it's not freaking like an annoying thing to play, you know, it's just sort of Wonder Woman there. There's actually some skill, it's just overall pretty fun to play. So I definitely give it an A. What doesn't break S, I'm sorry, Wonder Woman is not as sick as everybody says she is. Just in general. I've never gotten the hype. It's the same thing for Batman. I've never gotten the hype for Batman. I think in 2v2s, you know what? I'll say it. D tier. You're a brilliant support character, but why would you main a support character in a fighting game? I get it for like shooters, or like for like Overwatch, or like for all this other type of stuff. Reindog completely sucks in a 1v1. I could freaking easily destroy any Reindog main, just in general, because somebody chose to main a support character and then go into a 1v1 lobby. I was gonna try and make it. I was gonna like make a case for it. No. Unsubscribing. I hate you. You're actually trash. You're actually bad at the game. I think if you genuinely like Tom and Jerry, you're old, and no old people on the stream. C tier. So that's my list. This is the definitive list, gang. Unsubscribing to Condork. The hood loves Reindog. That's just not true. But yeah, this is the definitive list right here. If you have any objections or anything like that, you actually don't. You actually just don't, because it's actually physically impossible to have any objections to this list, because this is the definitive one.